have procrastinated in the past, but that doesn't mean you are behind. You're not disqualified, you're developing. This is your moment, baby. This is your shift. Your gift is too big to stay paused. Your destiny is too divine to be delayed. You don't have to wait anymore. Start today. Start scared. Start. Welcome to Win Win With Gwen, hosted by Gwendolyn Shores, author, inspirational speaker, transformational coach, and CEO of Minds Above Matters. This is the podcast where your dreams ignite, limits shatter, and action leads to the life that you deserve. Your breakthrough starts now. Procrastination is not. It is not a dream killer. It's a wake-up call. My friend, you are not lazy. You're layered. You are not behind. You are called forward. Let me ask you something. What if that thing that you keep avoiding, that phone call that you haven't made, that project that you started, but you put it off to the side, that application that hasn't been filled out, what if that is the very thing that could shift your entire life? But you keep saying you'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. But what if tomorrow has been waiting on you? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about procrastination, not as your enemy, but as a signal. Now, before we get started, I want you to give yourself a high five for showing up today. And I want to give you a warm welcome to Win Win with Gwen, where we grow, we heal, and we get to it. And today we're calling out procrastination, but we're going to be doing it with love. So, what exactly is procrastination? Let's get one thing straight right now. Let's get straight what procrastination is not. Procrastination is not moral failure. You're not a failure. It is not laziness. It is not bad character. It is definitely not the opposite of success. In fact, many high achievers, they are procrastinators. Did you know that? Yes, even those people out there with best-selling books, people with awards, people with a lot of followers, people with several degrees, people with big platforms, many of them still wait to the last minute. They are still overthinkers. They still get stuck. But here's the secret. They've learned to understand procrastination. They don't shame it. They learn to work with it and not work against it. And guess what? You can too. And here's the truth. Procrastinators aren't failures. They're often geniuses in disguise. Yes, you may be a genius. How about that? So let's flip the script. Procrastinators are often highly creative thinkers. How amazing is that? They are deep feelers. They are so sensitive. They are big visionaries. And look, they are people who care deeply about doing things well. If you are a procrastinator and you wait to do things, it's not because you don't care. You wait because you care so much that it overwhelms you. Can you relate to that? And get this, some of the best ideas come from that pause, that procrastination. Your mind is working even when you are waiting. One of my favorite authors, Adam Grant, he said, procrastination gives you time to consider divergent ideas, to think in nonlinear ways, to make unexpected leaps. So no, procrastination is not a dream killer. It's just a signal that your dream needs a strategy. It's not the end of your ambition. It's the beginning of your self-awareness. Did you know that there are 3 types of procrastinators? And if you are one, that you are a winner and that your future is bright. So let me break it down for you, because procrastination is not the end of all things. There are 3 main types of procrastinators. And when you know your type, I want you to nod your head, throw your thumb up and smile. you can stop fighting yourself once you know what type you are, and then you can start freeing yourself. So the first one is the perfectionist procrastinator. This particular type thinks like, if I can't do it flawlessly, I'll just avoid it. You crave excellence, which is beautiful, but the fear of making mistakes becomes a cage that holds you hostage. This is how I suggest you deal with it. Set a deadline and press publish anyway. Use this mantra also. I want you to say, done is better than perfect. I'm going to need you to start before you're ready. You don't have to be ready to get started. Just get started. Now, here's the positive side of this type of trait. You care deeply. Your standards are high. See, it's a strength, not a weakness. Just don't let it stall you, okay? And the second one is the overwhelmed avoider. They are always thinking and saying, there's just too much to do. I don't know where to start. And if this is you, listen, you're brilliant. But when everything feels urgent, your body, it checks out. You can relate to that, don't you? And here's how to deal with that. I want you to break things down into small, clear tasks. I want 10 minutes to be your friend. Start 10-minute reads, start 10 minutes sprints, start 10-minute reads. Do things in 10-minute segments. I want you to create a list with only 3 tasks to do per day. Here's your positive trait. You're deeply thoughtful and highly sensitive to energy. You just need structure to guide that power. And the third procrastinator is the deadline chaser. Listen to this. Does this sound familiar? You say, I do my best work under pressure. Oh, I've heard that so many times. You thrive in chaos. You sprint, you deliver, but you often burn out. You don't need adrenaline to prove your genius. This is how to deal with this type of procrastinator. I want you to set pretend deadlines earlier than the real one. I want you to get someone that's accountable. I want you to get accountability for someone you respect. I want you to build in your rush without risking your health. If you're someone who tends to do your best work at the last minute, that classic procrastinator, you're used to relying on that adrenaline fueled urgency to kickstart your focus. Instead of fighting that completely, you can intentionally create mini deadlines or focus bursts that mimic that rush, but on your terms, not when it's dangerously close to that real deadline. Now, I said earlier, without risking your health. And that means don't push yourself into all-nighters. I don't want you skipping meals, leaving in a state of burnout or stress, crippling anxiety right before a deadline. That kind of pressure may help you finish something once, but over time, it hurts your mental clarity, your sleep, your immune system, and your emotional stability. I know that's a lot, so let me give you the positive trait of this particular procrastinator. The positive trait is that you are quick on your feet, baby. You high energy, and you are a powerhouse when focused. I've heard so many lies, guys, about being a procrastinator. So let me bust some lies down. Let's clear up a few of these lies real quick. See, procrastinators are not failures. Procrastinators are not undisciplined. Procrastinators are not doomed. And here's some more truth. I mean, procrastination is not the end of all. Procrastinators are powerful people who need the right system. They can finish strong. They can be high performers when they can get to the root cause, not just treat the symptoms. So I want to ask you something else. Oh, do I ask questions here? What has procrastination already cost you? Because it can cost you a lot. Has it cost you missed opportunities? Has it cost you your self confidence? Has it caused you to break promises to yourself? Hear me loud and clear. Your delay does not disqualify you. You can restart today. You don't need a new year. You don't need a new planner. You just need to decide to do the work to better your situation. And this is how you turn procrastination into productivity with these 5 simple steps. that I'm about to give you. First, I want you to label your type because knowing it gives you clarity. I've just explained to you the 3 types. Next, I want you to feel your fear. Ask, what am I actually afraid of? Next, I need you to create micro goals, little wins with big momentum. And remove that judgment. Be curious, not critical. Meet yourself where you are with love and kindness. The last thing I want you to do is build your rhythm. Set time blocks that honor your flow. And I want you to say this out loud with me. Say this out loud with me right now. You ready? Okay, here we go. Procrastination is not my identity. It is my signal to shift. Friends, this message may have hit home. And if it has, I want you to dive deep. I want you to get my book, Get Beat to Get Better, where you'll find real transformation. It is not about being perfect. It is about being stronger after you've been knocked down. And that book will help you. Here's a final word from my heart to yours. You have procrastinated in the past. But that doesn't mean you're behind. You're not disqualified. You're developing. This is your moment. This is your shift. Your gift is too big to stay paused. Your destiny is too divine to stay delayed. You don't have to wait anymore. Start today. Start scared, but start. And give yourself a high five, you beautiful soul, for doing the work. I am so proud of you. If this blessed you, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe, follow, and share. Win Win with Gwen with a friend. And every week, I want you to meet me right here where we heal, where we win, where we do the work. Because when you do the work, you win. And it's always going to be a win, win with Gwen. I love you. Keep doing the work. And I want you to know that I see you. I see you showing up here every week, getting stronger, becoming braver, learning to love yourself in ways that you could have never, ever, ever imagined that you could do. You're breaking generational curses, one step at a time. You can't believe how far I have come. And it's because of how far I have come that I am here to help guide you so that you can become everything you deserve, despite of the people who tried to break you, despite of the people who tried to hold you down, despite the times that you were your worst enemy. We are putting that behind us and we are winning. We are winning. But we've got to keep doing the work. So if this is your first time, I want you to know that this is the spot where we do the work. This is the spot where we win. This is the spot where we grow. This is the spot where we change our lives to become unrecognizable, to become the people we deserve to be. Because we are made in the likeness of our Creator. So without a doubt, we've got work to do. See you next week, guys. Same place, same time, 6 o'clock a.m. here every Friday.